Hi folks, welcome to the Maverick Gunworks channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Glock 43. Good little compact handgun for concealed carry. And this again is made in the USA. Smyrna, Georgia is where this comes from. Cool little gun. Alright, we first make sure that we are empty over our 6-round magazine here, plus one in the chamber. It holds 7 rounds. And make sure we look down in our chamber. Alright, we're good to go there. Give you a quick little notice of what is in the box with the thing. You get an extra magazine, so you got 2 with it, and a neat little loader that helps you with loading the magazine. Typical with Glock in Glock manner. We have our cleaning rod, right? Our cleaning brush, which is again is a neat feature of the Glock stuff. Screws right into your end of your cleaning rod, so you're able to scrub the inside of the barrel and get down into the good parts. Makes it really neat feature with Glock that they include this with the gun when you buy it to start with. Right. And your typical cable lock, our usual safety flag, and our owner's manual in the box. Alright, let's dig into this little rascal and show you some of the features of it, as far as it being small, compact, easy to handle, really easy to conceal as far as that goes. Our typical U-shape, let's say horseshoe shape sight outlined in the back, dotted in the front. And again, these sights are fairly simple to change, with being a dovetail cut from the rear sight. You can push it out, and with a very tiny Allen wrench, or not Allen wrench, a socket on the inside of the slide for your front sight. I'll take this off and show you how that works too, as far as that goes. So to dismantle this thing, we're going to field strip it. We make sure we're empty. All right. Pull the slide back slightly. Pull down on both of the tabs, or take down tabs here at the same time. Pull those down at the same time. You let the slide go. Pull your trigger. All right, the gun fired. Now you can let the tabs go, and the slide will come off the front. There we go. Now she's field stripped. We'll push our recoil spring forward just a little bit. Take out our captured spring. Don't have to worry about this flying apart because it is contained there. Push your barrel up a little bit, right out of your slide, and you got a field stripped. So that's one of the simplest guns to take apart you'll ever see. As far as cleaning the thing, we're going to do our typical cleaning on the inside here with our solvent. Make sure it's good and dry. If you have compressed air, I suggest you do that too, to get all the any dirt and crud up out of your trigger mechanism. Also into the douche out the sear section here, so that you have that cleaned out, and just a couple of drops of lightweight synthetic gun oil is what I prefer anyway, and wipe it so that you don't have it puddled on the gun. Same thing with your slide. Now see, from the factory, this is a brand new gun, so from the factory, Glock has a tiny bit of grease along the slide tracks and also on the contact points where you would have friction, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't have it I've got a good up there, you know. Also, when you're cleaning, you want to make sure that you could keep a note on the face of your bolt here, so that you don't get crud piled up under your extractor. Okay, because I know that's historically that has caused some problems with a lot of semi-automatics. People don't pay attention to details like that, and if you end up with a little bit of kind of pointer here, to some degree, you end up with any kind of crud built up inside these tracks and under your claw, especially right there. You'll have a problem with the extractor. It won't be able to grab the edge of the cartridge. So that's with any handgun or any firearm, as far as that goes. Make sure you keep an eye on that and don't let it get piled up too much. You'll have a problem extracting if you do. All right. So anyway, with that, we'll do our typical cleaning of our barrel also, with a little solvent down the barrel. Let it set for 5 to 10 minutes. Come back with a clean, dry patch. And if you shot a lot, and I'm going to say a couple thousand rounds between cleaning, you may want to run the bristle brush down through it after you put the solvent in it to make sure it gets clean. And come back with your dry, clean patch and make sure it's all cleaned out. And just a little bit of oil back in there, and we're good to go. And to replace our recoil spring, all right, we're going to put our plastic end, in this case, against the pocket. Hold the slide in the palm of your hand and push forward with the thumb a little bit on your recoil spring till it seats down in the bottom of the barrel. And there's a lug in the bottom here that is radiused. That spring will sit right down in there. As long as you got it seated in the center, you should be good to go to put it back together. And with that, we'll line our tracks up, slide it back, a little bit of wiggle here, and she's ready to go back to work now. All right. I tell you, I like this little gun as far as the ease of concealment here. It's a good size. Limited, I know, to 7 rounds. But there are other options as far as a similar size product. I know Glock makes a 43X that is slightly thicker. It's double stack. So maybe we'll look at that sometime in the near future. Other than that, it's internally they're very close to the same thing. But anyhow, we should probably take this out to the range and give it a shot. How about that? See how it feels. All right, we're out here now with our little Glock 43. It's a small, really compact pocket pistol almost in 9mm. I'm not really a huge fan of small guns like this, but we're gonna see what it feels like shooting it and go from there. Alrighty, here we go. Well, not bad. Sights are a little bit off. I see, to me, it looks like I'm shooting just a little bit low every time, but it actually feels good in my hand. For a small gun, it's as much as you can expect, I guess. Anyways, I think maybe we'll maybe take a look at a little bit larger one next time and compare those three, or compare to those two. Anyway, there's your Glock 43. I'll tell you, with my hand at least, average size hand I guess you'd say, it's a good feel. You don't have a whole handful of grip here, but you do have enough to get your pinky down here, just enough on the magazine that you can control it. So anyway, it's not exactly a mouse gun, I would say, like some of the smaller frames, but for me it's about as small as I want to go anyways. Right. Anyhow, there's our look at the Glock 43, and hopefully that'll give you some insight. Thanks for watching Maverick Gunworks.